Hello, welcome back. Still got the acoustic. That can only mean one thing. Another acoustic song, that's right. But for this one I'm going to give a shout out to John Randall and Tim Brown, who lovely chaps that I met at a Pearl Jam gig. We were playing down in Southampton. They came and said hi. But a few of you have also asked for this one, and it's a cracking tune, so I thought I would do it. And yeah, so you know, if you come to a Pearl Jam gig, then that's with two M's, Pearl Jam, and come and see us, then please do come and say hi. It's wicked to meet you guys, and yeah, I've always got time to have a chin wag. Anyway, enough nattering, let's get cracking with this fine tune. Okay, so the intro part is basically 4 chords. Alright, 5 chords. But there's a sus4, it's in every song. So, you're starting off with a partial D chord, so you're not putting the your second finger on the F sharp on the E string, so it's just this. The next note is still a D, but you're going to be putting the F sharp on in the sort of bass. It kind of becomes an inversion. And then the next one is a partial like G chord, but I think you just play it from the B. And then this is, so the first time he plays it, he just lets the A sus4 ring out. Live, you'll hear him play, I think he does it every time live, which is just the A sus4 with the open E string. It's the high open E. Then you play the open B and then resolve it to the A major. Okay, so if you want to play it like the album, I will run through that now with as many nuances as I can muster. I'll play it through and then we'll break it down. Okay, that's the first part, pretty much. Okay, let's run through that slowly. So, you are going to be voicing the entire chord, but you're only going to be playing the first 2 notes, the open D and this G string, with your first finger is on the 2nd fret. So just those 2 first. Then you play, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Well, that's very light and delicate, but then you put your little finger on the 4th fret on the D string, but you're only going to be playing, I think it's hard to tell whether he actually plays the first 2 notes, which would be the 4th fret on the D string and the 2nd fret on the G. I think he does. And then you're going to play, but there's an accidental 2-note thing going on there, which I picked up. Again, it's just part of the picking, so you don't have to play it exactly like this, but this is how it is on the album. Just the B there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, a bit of strumming. And then you go to the A. The same rhythm as the previous bar. So okay, and then back round. This little run is a triplet, so that's why it sounds a little bit funky. Okay, the second time round he plays this. Okay, so the chords are exactly the same, but he's just embellishing it slightly so you get that lovely feel. So let me do that again slowly. So that is just a little rundown, or a little arpeggiation really. And then again, but rather than playing, you play just the octave rather than, and you do that as part of the D chord. So that second part, okay? You can play the whole chord if you want, but you want the to sound out, so leave as much as you can ringing out there. So the B part, exactly the same as the first bit. But then when you go to the A sus4, you're going to play. Okay? Later on in the song, as I say, he does play, and in fact live he definitely plays. Okay? So as long as you've got the chords down, and you know either the or the bits that lead into the other chords, you can mix it up as you want there really. So okay, or etc. Okay, next section. It's a G. And then Eddie manages to get his little finger like this. So you're playing, it looks like he does that, which is painful. He must have giant fingers. Okay, so it's a G major chord, but you're not playing the whole thing, you're just playing it from the D string. You could also just leave off the D string and play it from the G. Okay, so that's one bar. Okay, and for that second chord, your first and second finger stay where they are, but your little finger goes up to the 7th fret on the E string. And you hear Mike, I think, play that. Okay, Eddie just plays this. Okay, anyway, that's the first two chords. Next chord is the kind of G, but you're only playing it from the B. Then to a C. Then you play a C with G in the bass to an A minor to a G. And the G is for 2 bars. Okay, so that through goes like this. Okay, then you go round the I think actually in the verse, I don't know if he plays that run. I think he just plays that through. Either way, you can play it either way, but the point that I'm trying to make badly is that at the end of the verse, the is twice as long, so you play. Okay, next bit which has some weird chords in it for Pearl Jam, really, are going to be these chords. I've no idea what they are. I'll have to look them up. But I saw Mike playing these parts, and Eddie actually cut out at this point. So it was a bit easier to see and hear what was going on. I'll put the link to the video that I saw in below if you'd like the workings out. Okay, so the chords go through like this. Or you can play the F down there. Mike plays it up here. I'm not sure what Eddie does on the album actually, but anyway. So those chords are open D. You got your first finger on the 7th fret, and your 3rd and 4th finger on the 8th fret. 8th fret. And you want to keep this finger free because it's going to go onto the 8th fret on the A string for the 2nd chord. So, okay. Next chord is exactly the same. You're just putting your 2nd finger on the 8th fret on the A string. The next chord is a C. Okay. Then you go to an E minor. Then to an A sharp or a B flat major. And then to an F. Okay? Okay, a little bonus riff, why not, eh? Anybody like Extreme? I like Extreme. I just love Extreme. Does anybody remember Wholehearted? I can't play it. Anyway, enough of that goodness. Maybe for another lesson. Well, I can play it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm out of here. See you later. Bye.